You've probably heard of a lot of songs just having 4 chords, and this is often frowned upon in music. However, is it a bad thing? First of all, there are lots of variations we can do with just 4 chords. And just because we've only got 4 chords doesn't necessarily mean that we're just doing the same 4-bar pattern over and over. Also, having only 4 chords means we can play a lot of songs quite quickly, especially if we're just starting out on our guitar. So I've put a list together of some songs that have 4 chords that can get us started with our guitar playing. If we know these 4 chords, we can play these songs. We may need to practice our changing between the chords and our rhythm, but we're certainly going to be able to play a lot of songs just by learning 4 chords. In fact, a lot of them use the same pattern as we go through. Now, this pattern or interval of chords is used a lot. Now, the songs we're going to look at today, some of them are just 4 bars repeated over and over. Some of them are 3 or 4 chords, but repeated different orders throughout the song. And there's a couple at the end that I've saved which actually have a 5th chord added in one place in the song. But this will help us to push our playing to the next level again. Now, for some of these songs, you will need a capo if you want to play it in the same key as the original song. However, if you don't have a capo, you can still play these songs in the open position. But bear in mind, playing along with the song won't work as they'll be in a different key. So let's dive in then. So song number 1, I have picked Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. It's a very catchy song. It's one we often gig when we're doing performances. The chord pattern is great because there are just 4 chords repeated the same pattern throughout the entire song. So if we know these 4 chords, if we can change from each chord, then we're going to be able to play this song straight away. Now I've linked below a chord diagram sheet with all these chords on, and I've written out a song sheet for each of the songs that we're looking at today. So you'll be able to save these or print them out, have them in your file of guitar songs so you can play all these songs in your own time. Moving on to our next song, we're looking at No Woman No Cry by Bob Marley. Now this is an example of a song that has 2 sections to its chords. First pattern is C, A minor, F, and then the second pattern, C, A minor, G. These patterns alternate and repeat throughout the song, giving us the song we need. Now, if we listen to it, he is adding extra notes in, passing notes through these chords. However, if we know these 4 chords and play along, it's still going to sound good. The next level would be adding in these passing notes. On the chord sheets below, I have put a basic rhythm for each song. However, if you're comfortable with chord playing already, then I'm sure you'll be comfortable adding your own rhythm and adding variations into that rhythm. But if you are just starting out, this is something to get you going. The next song I've picked, again, is just 4 chords repeated over and over, and it is With or Without You by U2. You can probably tell just by listening that it is those 4 chords, especially with that chugging bass line that goes throughout. So for this song, our 4 chords are repeated over and over throughout the entire song, meaning once again we can play this straight away. Now bear in mind again, the Edge is doing some fancy guitar work over the top of this. However, we're just looking at the basic structure of all of these songs today. The next song we come to is Perfect by Ed Sheeran. A bit more of a modern one this time. This one's nice because it's not in our standard 4/4 timing, but we're looking at 6/8 timing now. Again, we've got a pattern of 4 chords that are just repeated over and over throughout the entire song. So once we've got our pattern, we're away. We can start playing this song straight away. Our next song we're looking at is Zombie by the Cranberries. Again, we're just using a 4-bar pattern, and we can repeat this 4-bar pattern as we go through. Even though there's a slight variation, we've got these same 4 chords repeating throughout. Now for this one, you will need a capo on the 7th fret to keep it in the same key as the original, or you can play it in the open position like I said, but it would be in a different key, so you wouldn't be able to play along with the song, but it still will sound like the song. Our next song we're looking at is She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5, a very popular one among guitarists. This is a lovely song to play, and if we put our capo on the 3rd fret, we get it in the same key as the original as well. Now our pattern for this song changes throughout. So we start off with this pattern. However, as we go to the pre-chorus and then to the chorus, the ordering of these chords is going to change. But again, if we're taking it to the next level, if we're comfortable with our chord changes already, this isn't really an issue. We're still only using 4 chords to make this song. Again, I've added just a simple rhythm to this. You will hear the guitar rhythm on the track, and you'll probably be able to pick that out pretty quickly as well. But just for those who are beginning, you can start off with this rhythm, and those who are more advanced, you'll be away with your own rhythms anyway. Moving on to our 8th song we're looking at today, this is Poker Face by Lady Gaga. Now with this one, if we wanted to add a capo to keep it in the same key, would be all the way up at the 11th fret. This doesn't leave us much room to actually put our fingers on the fretboard when doing chords. So instead of that, try tuning your guitar down to flats. This way you can do all of your chords in your open position, but you've tuned it differently, so now you're in key with the original song. Again, if you're not comfortable doing this or you've never done it before, that's fine. Stick in the normal open tuning. It's still going to sound good. It's still going to sound like the song. It will just be a different key. Now this song, again, we've got our nice pattern of 4 chords. The ordering of these chords is going to change. We're still only using 4 chords to make this song. Now for the last 2 songs, there aren't actually only 4 chords in these songs. There are actually 5 in each one. However, the 5th chord only appears either once or for a very short time during a bridge in these 2 songs, so that's why I've included them. Plus, this will be your step up from just using 4 chords to entering that 5th chord territory as well. However, the main bulk of these songs is only using 4 chords. So the first one is Someone You Loved by Lewis Capaldi. This is a great song, and again, we're just using our 4 chord pattern as we go through. However, when we hit the bridge section, we add a D minor in there. I have included D minor in the chord sheet below, just in case you're not familiar with this. But for the majority of it, we're repeating this pattern throughout. To keep this in the same key, we will need a capo on fret 1 of the guitar. Again, we can do it without the capo, but not with the song. And the final song I've picked today is Let It Be by the Beatles. Again, for the majority of this song, we've got this 4 chords. Now in this song, they change patterns throughout. So although there are only 4 chords, we're doing one pattern for the verse, and then we change for the chorus, and we've got these different patterns coming through, which keeps the song interesting rather than just having 4 chords, 1 chord per bar repeated over and over. Again, this 5th chord comes in place when we hit our bridge section of the song. You'll recognize it more from that piano and synth little pattern moving down the chords, but we can do this on the guitar as well. This song does have a nice solo as well, which is quite straightforward. So once you are comfortable with your chord playing, if you want to give that a go, I definitely recommend it, as it's a great way to start your lead playing something like this. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, as it will help us to continue to make content for you to help you learn music. My name's Stephen from the Murphy School of Music. Keep up the practice, and we'll see you soon.